Remember. Community's on fire right now.
Yep.
Let's wait like a few more minutes here.
I think Cole's on fire.
You don't want...
What's up, Top Secret? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Top Secret.
Hey, guys. Just at a kid's party, so everyone's going to be
What's everyone doing?
Hey, man.
Oh.
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
What's up, Max?
I'm gonna
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna be hosting the VC today. I'm gonna be taking over today, and I got a lot of really exciting things to talk about.
Let's
Awesome.
go.
Max. Doing well, Max. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Just been busy in the background, so grinding away for everyone, putting together some really big things for all of you. So I'm gonna be discussing some of that stuff today. Cole and I have been working overtime on the marketing stuff on the back end. So a lot of really big things coming, and we're gonna drop a little bit of it on you guys today. But man, I wish I could tell you everything about it right now, but we're gonna be releasing it next week, so we can start talking about it right now. And it's probably the biggest thing ShibaDoge has ever done, as well as probably any project this year has done yet. So
Let's go,
I can't
bro.
wait to get into it.
Tell you guys, you better be damn ready. Your Twitter fingers, your shilling fingers. You guys better be ready. You better get a Gatorade. You better get some chips. Put on the sweatband. Get the G Fuel, because these next couple weeks are going to be absolutely massive for us, guys. We've been, like Max said, we've been working extremely hard. You know, this space event is going to be out of this world. No pun intended. It's just going to be massive, guys. We have just so much planned for you guys. I mean, Max, like, we're listing on Lbank in a few days. Like, like out of nowhere.
How we do just
Max is in the building. Max is in the building.
Building.
So is Alex.
Alex.
What up?
Peter.
Oh, yeah. What's up, everyone?
What's going on? Looks like everybody's about in here, though.
Cole, I just got my G Fuel. Ready to go, baby.
Double scoop that shit.
Oh, I triple scooped it.
Jeez.
That's what it is with Max on the phone. We're going to Mars, boys and ladies. Let's go.
Let's go.
Max, what do we start with?
I think probably the best place to start will be talking about. Let's just start with Lbank.
Absolutely.
So let's get right into it. We're coming off of our BitMart listing. It's been a great success, and it's continuing to be a great success. Overall, even up to today, we've been having great organic volume on BitMart. We're doing about $150,000 a day in volume on BitMart, and BitMart has been very pleased with our performance so far. So that's really great to see, because that is only going to continue to benefit the project in multiple ways. Firstly, it's bringing in new holders into our ecosystem, but also it's driving more profit for the project, so we can reinvest into different places. And as well, once we have our next rally, our next leg up, it's going to help our next rally be even stronger. So we're lining up a lot of things right now to work together to break our all-time high. We're trying to really time things very strategically, and that's where Lbank comes in as one of the things. So we're going to be listed in Lbank within the next couple weeks. I'm sure you guys saw that on Twitter. It was kind of like a stealth launch. Lbank announced it officially on their Twitter page.
I think you meant the next couple days.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries.
But they announced it. We are going to be doing an AMA with Lbank, which is going to be great because the last time we did an AMA with Hopbit, we saw tremendous success with.
Hold on, let me break that down real quick before you go on. Yeah, guys, so we did an AMA with Hopbit, right? Leo and Max were in there. We actually made a joke because we thought it was a voice AMA and it was a texting AMA. And we're like, oh, like a texting AMA? Are you kidding me? But then we went, so they locked down the chat in Hopbit. And keep in mind, this is Hopbit, not Lbank. Lbank is much bigger than Hopbit, right? And we were answering their questions, texting them, right? And then we opened up the chat and we like, I kid you not, we got probably 600 questions in a matter of 5 seconds. So the amount of attention that these AMAs bring prior to listing is astronomical. And I truly believe that Lbank is probably going to be one of our most successful exchanges in terms of launch. And, you know, we've talked about arbitrage. We've talked about the effects that has on Uniswap. So I'm extremely excited that we have that AMA with Lbank.
Exactly.
Does mark our 5th exchange?
Yeah,
fourth,
that sounds great.
4th exchange.
It's our 4th. I mean, starting off, it took a little bit of time to really get things integrated, but we're moving really fast on the exchanges now. And the exchanges we've brought so far aren't just any exchange like a tier 3 exchange. These are really premium tier 2 exchanges. So with some of them being tier 1. So I'm really happy with how the team, Alex, Leo, and Peter are pushing hard with, as well as Cole, on the exchanges. They're moving really fast. They're making a lot of progress, bringing on more exchanges. We have a plan to get on another 10 exchanges. So ultimately, vision is to get on the crypto.coms, the Coinbase, those most premium tier 1 exchanges. And everything we're doing today with the exchanges we're getting listed on right now is a stepping stone to getting listed on those biggest exchanges in the world. So we're moving insanely quick, and everything we're setting up right now is the foundation to what's going to get us to the finish line of getting listed eventually on those top exchanges. So, I mean, I'm excited. Lbank is going to be another great one. And like I said, all of these exchanges are going to be very, very critical to our long-term plan and are going to help us tremendously as the project keeps growing.
Max, so for some of the new people that are in the chat, I'd love to just kind of spend maybe 30 seconds to a minute to discuss why exchanges are important to a project. Do you think you can cover that?
Yeah, so I was saying, basically, the reason why exchanges are important is because, first of all, they help grow our daily volume outside of just Uniswap, which means these top exchanges like Coinbase and so on, they want a certain amount of daily volume. And with having more exchanges bring in extra volume, it helps us hit the criteria that those tier 1 exchanges look for. So it's critical to be listed on these exchanges to be able to get listed on the biggest exchanges in the world. Also, it helps drive more profitability for the project because we earn reflections as a project from the volume from the exchanges. It also grows our holder base. It also helps when we have our big rallies in the bull market. So it helps in a lot of different ways, but it also most importantly helps the token become accessible to the masses. So we're essentially eliminating gas fees by getting on these exchanges, which allows anyone from anywhere in the world to be able to buy. Whether you're from India and only have $20 to spend, or whether you're from Turkey, China, wherever you're at around the world, you can join the ShibaDoge ecosystem. And that's really important because it also helps us really get the message out around the world, because as our community grows, as our holder base grows, the reach of ShibaDoge grows. So it just becomes a rolling ball, and it just helps with our growth tremendously. I hope.
Amazing answer. I think that answers the question. I think a big part for me, the thing that I'm excited about, and you and I talk about all the time, is that we are, through the exchanges, reaching investors that aren't necessarily investing on the Uniswap side of things. And it is amazing to be able to penetrate audiences that are active crypto investors, but they want to participate in exchanges they're familiar with. So being able to be there is exciting. I'm excited about it. So Max, I'll let you keep going because you answered it perfectly, and I don't really have anything else to add. So thank you for answering my question.
Yeah, of course. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to let me know. But yeah, like I said, we're moving really fast on the exchanges, and expect to see a lot more coming, and just let this be a testament to the continued growth and work that the team is putting in to make sure that we keep growing this community and this project as much as possible, as quickly as possible. So that's one big thing that I wanted to touch on. And later on in the call as well, once I go through all the points I want to discuss, we'll obviously open up the floor for any questions that anyone has. So moving on from Lbank, we are going to start marketing our space event in the first week of April. This is going to be the biggest project, the biggest event of the year, and I don't say that lightly. It takes me a lot to be able to make a bold statement like that, because I'm usually pretty conservative, because I like to let my actions speak for my words. But these words I'm confident in, because the strings we had to pull to put together this event, the people we have involved, the impact we're going to be making, the marketing we're lining up, the communities we're integrating with is pretty much unmatched. No one in the space has ever done anything like this, and ShibaDoge is the first one to do it. And once we start announcing our partners in the first week of April, everyone is going to be seeing why we've been, why we took a little bit longer to release this, but why we're also so bullish about it. A lot of people are going to be paying attention to us. Let's just put it that way. And a lot of communities are going to be backing us, communities that are much, much bigger than us. So,
like way bigger.
Yeah, way bigger.
I mean, Matt and Cole have announced this to the community, but we're talking about communities where their project has at some point in time touched $1 billion in market cap, if not more, if not significantly more. I'll leave it at that.
And there's even a few projects that are past $1 billion market caps right now.
And there could, I don't know if, someone told me that, there could be a project or maybe like a few, I don't know, that could possibly have, over 1 million holders. So I don't know.
Maybe something.
I don't know, Cole. Maybe something. Maybe something. Max, what do you think? Maybe something or definitely nothing?
Definitely something. Yeah, like Cole said, I mean, he said enough. And I mean, man, this is going to be insane. Not only are we doing insane collaborations, but what we're doing with this event is gonna be the coolest thing anyone in here has probably seen in DeFi. So we can't wait for all of you to hear about all the exciting things we've been working on with that, because it's gonna be awesome.
Also, I know that people have been asking, you know, is it going to be recorded? Is it, you know, are we going to replay the footage? Is it, are we just going to release the footage? It's actually, so now we have it confirmed that it will be live streamed. So it will be live streamed. We're going to reveal it at some point during the actual event. And we have, as I've told you guys, we're not just sending, let's just say this, we're not just sending Elon to space.
We're sending a lot more now. So
leave it at that.
So just to be clear, we're talking about actual live streaming. I mean, the technical requirements to make that happen is pretty phenomenal. We're actually
we're working with a professional company that, you know, this is their occupation, this is their job, it's their profession. So they have the capacity and the ability to do that for us.
That's bullish.
And the community always asked us, will we ever be partnering with other projects? And we always said that we will when the time is right with the right communities. And I'm proud of that now, because we were patient, and the patience is going to pay off, because we're now partnered with some of the biggest projects in the world. And not only are they big, but they align with our vision and stand for what ShibaDoge stands for. So we couldn't ask for better partners. And
we're also going to be raising a little bit of money, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I mean, okay, you know what? Let's not say a little bit, because that's one thing that I'm really bullish about, the charity component. I'm passionate about that. So we're making a multi six-figure donation to charity with this event. So it's gonna be really unbelievable, and the communities of all the projects involved are going to be a part of this and have an opportunity to donate as well. And all of this is going to be filmed and shared with everyone, and the impact that ShibaDoge is going to be making is going to be remembered forever with this. So I can't be more proud of the team, and because the impact we're making for not just our community, but people outside of the community who are less fortunate and don't have the opportunities that we do, we're able to affect those people as well.
And just know, guys, that every single person in here, every single community member, yes, the team is putting this together, but if the community wasn't here, if it wasn't for you putting your finger on the screen and chilling, if it wasn't for you educating that new investor, if it wasn't for you holding down the chat when, you know, we're in the background grinding, like none of this would be possible. So we know, you know, we're putting this together and putting in a ton of work, but you know, it all comes down to you guys in the community that's been supporting us so much. And I'm just so grateful that I could not be on the chat all day. The devs could be gone for a week, and literally everyone would hold it down. So I just want to say that I'm really grateful, and just understand that this is also possible because of this community.
Exactly. And going back to what I was saying a few minutes ago, is that we're timing all of this together to all happen at the same time to really, really push hard. So there's going to be a lot of things happening that week, the first week of April. It's going to be a lot happening, and April is going to be the biggest month yet for ShibaDoge. With everything that we have coming, everything we're lining up, and everything that's in motion right now, April is going to be the biggest month for ShibaDoge, and it's exciting. It's going to be. I can't wait for everything that you guys are going to first have the opportunity to be a part of, but also to shill. The Shiba Army has been active and holding up, but we want to give you guys as much ammunition as possible. And let's just say starting the first week of April, you guys are going to have a ton to really spread out to the world. Cole, is there anything you want to add on to that or touch on?
I mean, I feel like we've kind of said it all, and I guess now we'll just let the community see who we got.
For sure. For us, right now, it's not so much so the quantity of things that we release, it's about the quality of things that we release. So I don't want to touch on too many things on this VC right now, because already the things that we're discussing are going to be tremendously big already, and I don't want to overlook them. I want to focus on them. So I want to open up the floor to the community for anyone who has questions or wants to say anything. I would love to hear what you guys have to say.
I got a few questions.
Yeah, go for it, Nick.
The AMA with Lbank, what date is that? Do we have a date?
So when it comes to dates with Lbank, they've given us dates for everything, but it's not 100% confirmed yet, so we don't want to announce the dates yet. So we're waiting for them to formally announce the dates before we make announcements. So
okay, because I've been, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm seeing on Twitter, I've been seeing it a lot. Deposit is 327, trading is 328, and withdrawal is 329.
That would be something for Peter to confirm.
Yeah, I think Max, maybe you just haven't been looped in because I know you've been grinding with everything else, but they did make an official announcement of all the dates regarding the trading going live and the deposit and the withdrawal. But to my understanding, unless Peter, you could correct me, I'm not sure if they've confirmed it, but I would assume based on past experience how it normally works.
They've given us a time.
Oh, go ahead.
It was March 30th though, after withdrawal.
Okay. Are they also going to have reflections?
That's also a Peter question. Peter? Peter, can you hear us? Not sure which one.
Yeah, so they gave us the date for the AMA. It's March 30th at 11 p.m. Pacific time.
And what about reflections? Are holders in Lbank receiving reflections?
Yes, they will be receiving reflections on Lbank. 5% of the buy and sell would go towards reflections to holders on Lbank.
Bullish.
All right. I got two more and then I'm done. The space event, are you going to be marketing that also during the NFT event in Florida?
Yes.
So
Okay. The marketing will start rolling out the first week of April. We're not giving exact dates because we're 99% sure on it, but we don't want to give a date if just by some chance, right, that we have to, delay it by a day or two just due to anything that has to do with that company. But we're very confident on the dates we have. So right now we're just saying beginning of April. So assuming that, everything goes well, which it should, we should be marketing concurrently as we're at Miami as well.
All right. And last one. Are you able to say what charity or not yet?
we will be announcing that soon. So not on this call.
All right, Max.
Good try, though.
Damn it. Love you guys. All right.
Love you too, man. If anyone has any questions, feel free to raise your hand. And I see some hands right now, so I'm bringing you up.
Walton, what's up? Make sure you unmute, by the way.
Go ahead, Walton, unmute yourself.
If Walton
John,
doesn't,
go ahead on mute yourself.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
What's going on? John Walton, you can unmute yourself.
John. Yeah. Hey, Peter. I know you just got a bunch of questions about marketing and what you can say now. You are going to be at NFT Miami, or they're going to have a booth. There's going to be some exposure there. There's going to be a lot of time and information that you can provide to the public while you're there. So there are some things that people are going to want to hear that are going to motivate them. So having things to share, like maybe the charity might help produce new members. I don't know. Just thinking of something that booth can help produce new coin holders. Just an idea.
Okay, so April 1st to 3rd is when the event is. We're going to start making announcements either March 31st or April 1st. So during the event, there's going to be a bunch of news already and information that the community can share at the event. We think that there's going to be enough information out at that time for the community to go based off of. But we really need to also release the marketing very strategically and the proper timing. So we're doing our best to make sure it's balanced, where there's information from Miami for our booth, as well as leading up to the final days before the event. So
yeah, we should definitely have some extra information. If you go from this point in time right now to the time that event starts, we should most definitely have some really bullish information that can be shared out there.
Yeah, because that's what's something there that's going to pop out that they.
That's a great point. Yeah, absolutely.
So something, just one or two. All right, great, thanks.
Not a lot of questions tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody's in shock.
So
Go ahead, group. Unmute yourself.
So I know you can't say.
Hey guys, any updates on the Launchpad?
So as of right now, there isn't anything that we are announcing on that front, just because, like I said, we want to focus on the space event right now. That is going to be priority over the next week or so. So we'll be making announcements on the Launchpad closer to the event, first week of April, and also after the event is over. So during April, there's going to be a lot of announcements, including the Launchpad announcements. So just stay tuned for that.
Okay. Go ahead, 7.
I know you can't say you're not going to say when the space event is, but can you at least say if it's before or after the NFTs come out?
It's going to be before the NFTs.
Cryptoverse.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. First of all, guys, thank you so much for what you and all the developer team is doing. ShibaDoge is amazing. I have a question. How does the Wall Street bets make part of this?
How do they what?
make part of the project? I know that you guys partner with them. What are they supposed to do on ShibaDoge?
So they're ambassadors of the project, and when we have really important announcements, we have them release information on it and do posts. So our agreement with them is that we have a certain amount of posts per month. So we're very strategic about when we use those posts. But expect to see a post around the space event.
Okay. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead, top secret.
When Lambo, guys, when Lambo.
Very soon. It depends on your bag.
Come on, man. You're talking
That's top secret.
what's going on.
My man.
Yeah. What's that? Hey, Launchpad Greg, did you have a
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing good. Had a question about if we had any utility planned for the ShibaDoge Army NFT with the serum.
So are you asking two questions about a serum and then utility, or is that one question?
Well, I'm leading to a point of, have we thought about contacting, Shiba Inu or maybe Dogecoin, where people could buy Shiba Inu, say like $30 worth of Shiba Inu and $30 worth of Doge, and then see if we have an army, let's see, a Shiba Doge army, or excuse me, a Shiba army and a Doge army NFT, and then we breed it. But to pay for the serum, maybe to create a burn mechanism for Shiba Inu and Doge, which would bring the community in closer to us, because they really highly promote all their burn mechanisms that they're trying to incorporate with their community.
That's actually a really, really interesting idea. Let us discuss that internally. So that wasn't a part of the plan, but it definitely is something really interesting that could be potentially something that makes sense. So that's a great idea, and we'll definitely talk it over and see if it's something that makes sense to put together.
Cool. Just thought I'd throw that at you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are doing awesome. I'll let you get back to the questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tom, go ahead and unmute yourself.
I missed the beginning of this, so I'm sorry if you covered it. But did you guys mention when the Shiba Army NFTs are going to be released?
No, we haven't announced that yet. Well, not a yet.
Okay, that was the only question I had. Thanks.
But we are thinking about doing a very, very limited and exclusive whitelist drop for the community, where you guys will get first access to it. Well, you guys would get the only access to it if you hold the Doge Army, and it would be done in very small increments so the whitelist would be done in very, very small increments, maybe a few hundred at a time. And we're thinking of what makes the most sense for the community and how to make it best for you guys. And we're discussing the dates of when that would be coming. So expect it to come soon, and just be ready, because it's going to be something where you guys get the opportunity to mint first and also mint on a discount. So we're just thinking of how to do it so it makes sense for the ShibaDoge community.
Yeah, I'm still building my ETH, but hopefully I have enough to get it, but is it good? Is it going to be a 1-for-1, or are you thinking maybe a 2-for-1 up to so many or something?
What do you mean by 2-for-1? Do you mean for one
For each
Doge Army?
for each Doge Army, you can do 2 or just 1-for-1?
That isn't finalized yet, so
Okay.
that'll be a part of the announcement too.
Alrighty.
But our number one priority right now is really to figure out like what's the best way to do it right for the ShibaDoge community, because we obviously want you guys to get first access before any of the public. We want to make it very exclusive. We want to make it for you guys. So we're just trying to think of what's the best way to do that, and we're pretty close to it.
With me not being rich, it'd be just nice to get it on the white list, so that way I save a little bit of money.
Yeah, if you're holding Doge Army, you will be.
UP, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Yuppie. I just wanted to say, first of all, congrats on the BitMart listing, and also with Lbank coming up. That's huge. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, I really pay close attention to the circulating supply, and when we listed on BitMart, it started decreasing at a faster rate, like way faster than before. So I'm excited to see what happens with it after the Lbank listing. But I just had a question about the liquidity locking event. I don't know. I know you mentioned it a few weeks ago, but you guys have a lot, planned and stuff like that. So I just wanted to know if that's still in the works and if there's a date for that. Or
do you mean extending the liquidity lock?
Yeah.
So it'll be extended before it even locks. We don't have a date yet, but it'll be happening before the unlock even happens. So we'll announce the date once we have that date. We'll most likely be aligning it with a really big event. So we just want to do it at a time where it makes most sense for the community, to benefit the community best. So it will be coming in the coming months, but it's not something in the short term, like in the next week or so. And to touch on what you said about the exchanges, that's a great point that I forgot to mention, is that all of these exchanges need to buy tokens for their holders. So everyone who buys in BitMart, everyone who buys in Lbank, everyone who buys in Hopbit and XT, every buy that comes in, those exchanges need to come and buy tokens from us to hold enough tokens for their wallets, for their holders. So the more exchanges we have, the less circulating supply there's going to be, just because we have to share those tokens with the exchanges, and essentially those exchanges become holders on our chart. So it's extremely bullish because they take up massive amounts of bags. You can imagine they have, millions of dollars to spend. So their bags that they acquire are really, really meaningful. So yeah, just imagine the bigger the exchanges keep getting, the more and more tokens are coming out of circulation. So not only is our deflationary aspect burning tokens, but also our exchanges are buying tokens from us. So it really is lowering the count of circulation very quickly.
That's huge. That's major. And another thing I wanted to mention that I saw this week that I really loved was the video that you guys had Classy Crypto put out about explaining like arbitrage and all that. And I just thought that it was cool because it basically like shows how much like the devs, like you guys are like, you care about this project, but you also care about like educating people about like certain things that happen in crypto. And I know like this is a lot of people's first crypto project like that they're a part of. So explaining something like arbitrage, is huge, and it just shows
Definitely. I mean,
the community as much as anything else. So that's huge.
The way we look at things is the more information the community has, the more educated they are, the better decisions they're going to make. So we've learned a tremendous amount by being very, very early investors in Shiba and Doge. And we just want to share that information with as many people as possible, because it only is going to help the space all just be better and grow, but it also is going to help our community be stronger. And that's a big reason of why we do this. We're really passionate about education, and I really would hate for the people who got in so early, who are getting in right now, to make a rash decision about their bag, just because they weren't fully informed or didn't have the perspective that other really experienced investors have. Because we have whales who bought really big bags, and guess what? They're holding because they know how this goes. But we don't want only the whales to benefit from our project. We want as many people as possible to benefit from the project. So education is a really big, important part of that. And, it was a conversation we were having together the other day in the office, where it was like, man, we were saying, imagine we had the opportunity to be a top 200, top 300, top 500 wallet in Shiba Inu or Dogecoin. Like, think about that. Like, that, to give up that position back in the day would have been tremendously disheartening today. So you guys have a really great opportunity, and we just don't want people to miss out.
Major. Thank you guys for answering my questions. Bless up. Go Shiba Doge.
Of course, let's go.
Kevin, go ahead. Unmute yourself, Kevin.
Hello. So my question is, the ultimate goal is to get onto crypto.com as well as the other big exchange, right?
Yeah, so our goal is to get on the biggest exchanges in the world, such as Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com, the biggest exchanges in the world. That's our goal. That's what we're working towards.
Okay. That's just like my one question, but one last question. So the highest that I've noticed, the highest cash flow between all the other banks that you guys been accepted by, Lbank seems to be like the biggest one. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, Lbank is huge. It's really huge too. Can't really undermine BitMart. They're really big, and they're driving consistent revenue. They're driving consistent volume on a high scale right now. So they're both tremendously strong and big for us. And congratulations to the entire community, not just the team.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Hey, happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.
My question is on staking. Has the audit been done on the staking platform yet? Is that done?
So the audit is still underway. It still hasn't finished. It's in the process still.
Okay. Is there any time frame on that?
So when it comes to time frame, I mean, the audit will be done very soon. But we're trying to release the staking at the time that makes most sense for the project. So we're hoping to do so in April. But again, multiple things need to line up for that to happen. So we're just planning out right now a lot of different things to go with that. So we don't have a date as of now that we can announce, but we're making sure we release the staking in a way where it is the most beneficial to the project. So it will be coming out in the short term. It's not something that's going to be in the long term. It's going to be in the very short term. But again, we want to make sure that we release it at the right time. So just stay tuned for more announcements. We'll let you guys know once the audit is done. And we'll just keep you guys updated on that front.
Awesome. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. Unmute your mic.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. So I have a question about the reflections. Here, as we are getting into more exchanges, obviously some amount is going into those exchanges. So ultimately, if, we'll be having less buys and sells on the Uniswap. So who are holding the bags on the Uniswap? Obviously, they'll be getting their less reflections, right?
Yes, the Uniswap holders essentially get the best reflections because some of the exchanges don't even support reflections. So Uniswap will always have reflections and the most amount.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any more questions.
Okay.
No more hands.
If no one else has any questions, I think we'll end it here. We had a lot of great things to cover and a lot of great conversations. So be prepared for insanely bullish April. Be prepared for a lot of exciting new things coming, as well as a lot of things for all of you to be involved with. We want to thank you all for your continued support and sticking around. It really means a lot and is really going to keep the project pushing forward and really going to set us to new heights. We're working tremendously hard in the background every single day to make sure that the project keeps growing, but we also continue to provide further value for every single one of you. So I'm excited for this month to come, and we're not going to slow down. So be prepared and just keep the support coming, and everyone do your part by supporting and shilling. And we promise that you're going to be satisfied with what's to come in the coming 30 days.
Max got one more question, I think.
Sure.
Chief, go on, unmute yourself.
Oh, hey, yeah. I just was gonna. I'm sorry, I was a little bit late at the last minute, but was just when you said that reflections will always be good on Uniswap, but that could change depending on the exchange, correct? I mean, or will it always be better on Uniswap?
Well, the exchanges have different reflection rules than Uniswap does. The exchanges don't affect the reflections on Uniswap. So whatever volume comes through Uniswap is always going to be 5% reflections. The exchanges don't affect that.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Of course.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
All right, awesome. Well, we tweeted the Lbank announcement on our Twitter. So if you haven't gotten a chance yet, please go retweet and share that tweet. Let's get as many eyeballs on this as possible. So thank you again, everyone, for joining the call today. Really appreciate all of your time, and I'm really looking forward to announcing more things in the coming days. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend, and just have a great weekend, and looking forward to talking again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Max.
Of course. Thanks, guys.
That was great. Thank you.
I'll leave the VC open for anyone who wants to stick around and hang out.
Yeah.
Somebody turn off the recording.
Yeah, I'll do that 1 second. Stop recording. Okay, done.
Nice.
So let's